everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. This week, we've got teams who went in opposite directions last week. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Memphis Hounds. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Memphis team as they get ready here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
This will be taken in after one. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Hilton, the lone receiver, right. And Dalton to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Well, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And they better put that ball to the side, because with that catch, he's a new single-season receiving yards record holder.
What a fantastic year. And we saw it start early, didn't we, partner? Right out of the gate, we knew he was going to have a tremendous year, but who knew it would culminate in breaking this all-time record.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. He can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Now that play is blown up. Back at the 35. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the blocker away, and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Still first down.
And Rudolph has it left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Holding offense.
And they're pushed back after the penalty. Still 2nd down. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally do.
Under pressure, they got him again. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Fielded at about the 28. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now back out comes the offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Back to throw here. Flushed out right.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. At at the end of one. 10-zip our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation, EA Sports, is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Memphis with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Now that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
To throw here, Dalton, caught by Nelson. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along.
He's got a man complete. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll give them the first down. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
10 yards still left on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Quinn in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. And they'll run it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here we go with a player's spotlight, and we shine that spotlight on Andy Dalton. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Second down, Dalton. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And it's a fumble. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here.
Because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they have.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. All right, so the call stands. Tough now. They're out of challenges. Do you like the amount of challenges they have in the NFL?
I do, because I think it brings a little extra strategy into the game about a head coach trying to determine when is the right time to pull the challenge flag, or maybe I let that one pass because I might need it later on in a bigger situation.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys? We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Over the middle to Beckham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 20. Did last time, forced the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post for a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Dalton, he's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
But has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And touchdown! Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And with that touchdown reception, we have a new single-season leader. We were waiting for this moment. We got to see it here.
How much fun is it that we were here to see it? And this guy's able to catch touchdown passes from everywhere. Red zone, out in the field. It didn't matter. You put in his vicinity, he carried it over the goal line.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's some guys, there might be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Another carry now for Gurley. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. 9 yards to go. It's third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all at under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA. Back now in Memphis, Tennessee. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
4 down. Check.
Let's go. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And this offense is running away with this one. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Passing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is taken at the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. The penalty is declined.
The one run running back is Gurley. 1st and 10 for Dalton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
52.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. It's complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Dalton, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jaron Reed in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Well, it's obvious to me that the big guy is beyond locked in. We saw last week a scintillating performance. We're seeing it again. I think he and his coordinator are in lockstep right now.
Sometimes a tip of the cap to the guys calling the plays here, yeah?
Not just calling the plays, setting the game plan, sitting with him during the week.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey.
380.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And Rudolph has it left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
The one running back is Gurley. A first down throw coming for Dalton. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
This will be Dalton again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. So they're going to go for two. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they try the right side here. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And the Rams getting set to go now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Hilton, the lone receiver right. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete here on third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Rams defense, they make their way back out there now. And not a good performance by them or by their offense for that matter. It just hasn't been a good game.
And it's real easy at this point to point fingers. Hey, you guys didn't get a whole lot done today. Didn't give us much of a cushion. But the truth of the matter is, having played defense, your pride says whatever your offense gives you, you're supposed to allow 1 point less. So they're going to feel like they let them down as well.
Yeah, I guess fingers could be pointed on both sides. He's going to right and got his man complete. And some room to maneuver. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for every.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Memphis, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.